This build is going through to a trade from me and my friend, and his name is Noah. Hi y'all, and welcome back to Sambo's Stop Moves. So in this video, it's going to be the whole deal about this John Deere 7610. Started out such as this tractor, except it was front wheel assist, so it had these bigger tires in the front. I have taken it apart already, but I would like to run you through how to do these things. So let's take a look. You also have to remove the decals, and that will be saved for another video. But basically, you heat it up. You don't have to, but it's recommended. Then you take a hobby knife and slice it right off. The way that I preferably do this is you take your needle nose pliers. Probably you take one edge of your plier and place it in the little nub that I'd call it that sticks out, and the other edge in the outside of the wheel, and you squeeze it, and you have to be careful, but usually it just pops off. Then obviously it will help if you have a drill bit in, but I usually just place the back wheels under a drill, press it down, and it will drill out that rivet, and then you'll have something that looks like this. And then now this one's kind of falling apart. There's another series of rivets you need to drill. This one, and there's two back here. And then it will just kind of fall apart like this. One thing I did forget to cover is I like to stick a little grinding tool in, and if you can see those little green things, they hold the roof on. I grind those out, and then the roof will pop out just like that. If you are doing a 7800, there should be a muffler that's attached to one of the, a cab piece here, and you can usually just pry that off. And then what I like to do is label a nice box and put all the spare parts in there. After some sanding and also using my wire brush on my Dremel with quite a significant amount of force, I got the casting sanded down to something that I don't think is too bad and the paint will stick nicely to. Then the next step was he wanted new front weights, so I ground these ones off, the old ones. I just took a cutting disc on my Dremel and cut right down there the front, and you just go zip, and they'll fall off one piece at a time. And then I cut off the hitch by coming in. So the hitch was connected right there. I came in on either side, and then you got a hitch. I'm going to make him a more detailed hitch, and the way I'm going to make it is most not four-wheel drive tractors have a hitch. It should maybe still be able to hook up to Ertl implement. The next step is, which most of this you have seen before, but I mixed up some JB Weld, and I just apply it. As I was waiting for the paint to dry on the 7800 after I painted it, I decided to just get a little work on detailing done here. I painted all the black you see, as that's how it usually is in little tractors like this. Put a new steering wheel in, detail painted the levers. That's nice that it already has them. I just put a little dot of red there just for fun. And I'll probably add a couple more levers, but honestly, this is about all the levers one of these tractors will have. I could also just cut out some little pieces of plastic and place down there, as at least in our 6200, we always have pins and piles, not piles, but a little pile of maybe like a chain, stuff you can use. And so this is what the paint looks dried on the 7800. You can see it kind of brings out that hood seam pretty nice. And the sides is painted good. The front needs it is pretty good there, and as well as the other side. The back it will need some more paint, but I'm not too concerned about that because I have a lot of work to do back there. Alright, so I did a little more work here. I got some paint on the roof there, and I went ahead and put the cab on. That's just pretty easy. It does take a little bit of fiddling around, and then as you can see, I painted the back section there black, and I put some cab glass in. I also painted the muffler silver, and that might need a little touch up. That was a request of Noah's, and so it's looking pretty good. I also went ahead and assembled the steerable axle, which is actually it's from Shapeways, and it's very simple. to put together, and I put some wheels on there. These are stock off the tractor, and I just ground out the weights, as you can see. I also got these axle caps that I'm gonna put on the ends there too, and then we'll go from there. Now I got this 3-point hitch from Shapeways, 3D printed, that I'm gonna paint up and make another video, and it might even be uploaded by the time you see this, maybe not. So go check that out and you'll see it finished. From Shapeways, I also got these nice front weights and detail, ultra detail, and all around. So I hope it paints up nice. So I realize this is taking a pretty big jump in the progress. It's actually finished now. I just started getting at it and just said I'm gonna finish it, and I did lose a little piece of footage. So I did finish this 3-point hitch here, which is pretty cool. It goes up and down. I have a realistic hitch in there too, and if you can see, there is even a PTO. Then I added some back lights, and of course the cab glass. I painted all the lights. I made my own mirrors and put them on, and I think I already covered painting the exhaust chrome. I added a beacon and new wheels and tires in the back. I actually got quite a few hiccups with his front axle, steerable one, so I made my own, and I didn't make it so that they travel together because I didn't want to break it again. So I'll kind of do that, but you're not going to be playing with the tractor, obviously. Of course, you never know. And then I did put these front weights on, just glued them on, got that decal on. That looks alright. And that's about it I did with it. Oh, and that does, as you'd probably expect, since it did have duals, I put some wheel weights on the inside and removable duals. This was all a request from Noah. So, in all, that's about as much as the tractor is. I hope you enjoyed the build. I also did add some little engine details you can see there. So that's about it. Now, if I didn't mention it before, this build is going through to a trade from me and my friend, and his name is Noah. And if you'd actually like to see some of his work and what he's up to, you can go onto Facebook, and he has a group on there. You search up Noah's Farm Toy Auctions, and you have to become part of the group, but then you can, every now and then, he'll post auctions of some 1/64 tractors, and you can get some pretty neat stuff pretty cheap. You can also see him down in the comments. Sometimes he'll answer some people's comments, and he would be NCFT 13 down there. So that's about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this build. I sure did, and thanks for stopping by.